Hi everyone, my name is Zard and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at LEGO Speed Champions set number 76935. This is the NASCAR Next Gen Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. It has 328 pieces and is one of two August 1st Speed Champions sets. This as well as the Ferrari F40. Funny enough, the last version of this NASCAR Camaro came out in 2019 alongside another F40. Of course, those were in the 6-wide system, whereas these are now in the improved 8-wide system, which, just comparing the two, I wanted to just see the release date of the last one, and looking at the differences with that one from 2019 and this one in 2024 with that 8-wide system, the difference is just crazy. The front of the car is just so different. On the 2019 one, they pretty much just used all stickers to create the detailing on the front, whereas this is really built up and built up quite well. It was very fun to build, and I think the final product is quite impressive. This set I was honestly very pleasantly surprised with, from the images of it, and really even the rumors of it. I wasn't all that excited for the set. I was excited to get a new 8-wide NASCAR set, but wasn't all that excited, especially considering that the F40 was releasing alongside it. But I am very pleasantly surprised with this set. It really honestly blew my expectations of it out of the water. The build experience is really nice. I think the biggest drawback of it is probably just the color of it. It's just a very weird color spree, and that of course it has some good things to it. You know, it's going to look very different in a Speed Champions collection, but also that standing out will look a bit weird. But at the same time, you look all over the NASCAR grid and you're going to see lots of colorful cars. Of course, this one isn't tailored toward a specific team number or sponsor. It's just 94, a next gen Chevrolet Camaro, sort of just like a base model, without any sponsorship logos all over it. You've got a lot of stickers in this set, as expected with pretty much all Speed Champion sets. Of course, some more than others, but this one, along with the Formula One cars, really any of these race cars have a lot of stickers used, but this one does have a decent amount of prints alongside that, and I think prints that are very important. And I'm pleased that they made those into prints instead of using other things as prints. Another thing about the stickers, though, that I actually was surprised by and quite happy with, is that I feel like with all the stickers, they match up very well with the piece that there's on. Of course, there's stickers that go on the yellow here, that go on the purple, that go on the teal, and I think all the colors match pretty well with the piece that they're on. They're still not 100% on there, but it's a lot better than other pieces. Like, you can look at a set like the Battle on Peridia, another August 1st set. The gray plates that build up the base of that set have a ton of stickers. Those gray stickers on those gray pieces just do not match whatsoever. But in here, I feel like the stickers do match pretty well. So taking the box out and just looking at the car itself, I think it looks nice. I think the shaping is nice on it. What you start with is building the front of the car and then pretty much move your way back. Once you're done with the front, you sort of just move up from here. You pretty much just start with this section and then build up from there. But I was really very surprised with how well built the front is. It uses a ton of pieces. It uses a lot of that piece count. Just how it's built up, I think, is very impressive. Everything is sort of just connected here with this oval piece The sides right here that you see a little bit of gap there, but it's not that sizable of a gap, and then here it just looks wonderful. That are separate pieces, whereas pretty much everything else on the front comes together as one thing. These are 3 pieces right here to create the lights, as well as the Chevrolet logo. I think the print looks great there. Everything, all the lines match up really nice, and of course if that was a sticker it'd be a little bit ridiculous, but how thin they made it and just the shaping of it and how it matches up with the pieces above, the pieces below it, it really looks quite great. Some undesirable stickers, these ones just right here are very small and a bit finicky to put on, but I do think they get the job done and add some nice detail. Moving up to the front of the car there, you've got some flames that match up with the yellow in the car. I think that looks quite nice, and if you can really get it as close as possible, I think it can look even better. There's an American flag represented there, which is a print. It's on a large circular piece. And then moving to the side of the car, it's of course going to be symmetrical on the other side, and you have a bunch of stickers for the number 95 as well as the number or the NASCAR Cup Series logo. One of the more disappointing parts of this set, I think for me, are these wheel pieces with just Chevrolet and Camaro printed onto them. These are the same pieces that they've been using for a little bit now. They used it in the 2019 version, and I think that was probably one of the first sets that did introduce them. They just clip on to the tire and the wheel piece, the singular piece, and it just clips on and you can print on those. They used it for the the first newer Formula 1 set. They used it for the past NASCAR sets and other sets in there as well, and I think it works as a fine piece, especially here. With the Formula 1 sets, it really didn't work as well, and I thought the transition to the printed pieces were a perfect version to do that. But in this case, I think this clip-on piece works perfectly. I just think it's the detail on there. I would have much preferred to have a Goodyear logo on there. It's just something I really would have liked to see on this set that's not necessarily as sponsored to the car specifically, but I think it would have been really cool, as they are Goodyear tires, and you will hear that a lot in a NASCAR broadcast. And I think representing that in the car and not having that is a bit of a disappointment. Going to the back of the car, you've got a bit more of the yellow and then the purple transitioning into the teal color, the NASCAR Cup Series logo once again. Into the back of the car, it's a ton of stickers back there with the Camaro logo, as well as those back lights. The diffusers represented quite nicely as well, the NASCAR logo, and then into the back with the dark colored windscreen pieces used throughout it, with that one large one that can just clip off into the interior of the car, which I wasn't sure how detailed it was going to be, and it's relatively detailed, a bit of a roll cage represented, and then some more details in the steering area, which I think look quite nice. Unlike a lot of the Speed Champions cars where they sort of have you clip them at the front, these windscreen pieces, they have you clip it at the back here, which I think is sort of good for the shaping here. It keeps everything in line with each other, and also it allows for a bit more detail in this area. With how much detail went into that front area, I think it was definitely necessary. A bit of a not ideal sticker in this set is this Camaro logo right at the front. It's just a bit of a sticker that's oddly shaped. It's sort of hard to center up perfectly, and it's definitely one I would have liked to see printed. One other thing about the windscreen piece is it wasn't included in a separate bag, so it was put in with everything else, which if you look closely on the piece, especially mine, it does have a ton of scratches on it from just hitting other pieces as it was in the same bag with each other. Just moving to the back once more, the wing there at the back uses these trans clear pieces in this really cool roof shape that creates a really nice shape at the back. I believe those pieces were introduced with architecture last year, and I think they had some really nice detail to this one. So that was my review of the NASCAR Camaro. I'm interested to see if we get any more NASCAR sets. I don't necessarily think it's needed. If we are a Mustang, the Toyota, I think those would be interesting to get, but definitely not specific teams. I think this is sufficient, and I think what they did here was really quite well done. I don't really have all that many issues with it, except maybe the color of it isn't the most appealing thing in the world. There's a few stickers that weren't the easiest thing to apply, but to get the level of detail that this has, I think it was definitely needed. But yeah, overall, it's a very solid LEGO Speed Champions set. I don't think it's as good as the F40 from the wave, but I definitely think it's one of the best from this year. Of course, there's been 3 waves of Speed Champions this year, a lot of Speed Champions, especially compared to what we've gotten in the last couple years. And I can't complain for it because the sets are really always very solid. I would definitely recommend this set. I think at their regular price, they're still reasonable. They are, of course, steadily going up every year. It seems like it's a $5 increase every single year. And if that goes up again next year into the March wave, I do think then I would definitely recommend waiting for a sale. But as we stand here at the $30 price for Speed Champion sets, I think they're still extremely detailed, extremely well done, extremely well built, and I would definitely recommend a Speed Champion set. Would it be this one? Maybe not, but I will say that this is probably the most fun I've had building a Speed Champion set that was released this year. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.